It's an awesome feeling when I pass by there. Sometimes I'll go during work. Passing the building, you just see Sergeant Jose of Carrasco Elementary School, and it's an honor. It's crazy how a man who was really dedicated to work, and not just to work, but to people in the Socorro community, and they honored him in that way. And just seeing his name up there on the building, it's just awesome.
I'm very happy that he actually got a school named after him. He was a very humble man and kind. He was my favorite. I loved him and I miss him so much. And I'm just humbled right now. I'm just like, wow, it's great to have a school named after my grandpa. It's just great.
Sergeant Carrasco started with SISD on September 15th, 1986. Our school district was in its infancy, if you will, because there was probably only about 10 schools at the time. He started off as a security guard for his school district and then moved on into becoming a truant officer. Matter of fact, I think him and the other individuals that were here at the time piloted the program, and it was very successful. They did a good job in keeping our kids in school.
About 1999, they started getting the idea of creating their own police department here in Socorro. And I'm proud to say my dad was the first officer and chosen as the first sergeant as well. And that came to be about in 2001. I believe my dad deserved the recognition of this great honor, I guess, the naming of the school, because when he passed away, the comfort that my family and I received was seeing the impact he had made on the community. We got to see that impact in his funeral, where over 300 people showed up. Police officers all over the city attended his services. That really gave us some comfort and support, and we felt a lot of love from the community of Socorro.
It's a crazy feeling how different people from everywhere, not just from Socorro, because he worked throughout the whole school district, but how they remembered my dad when they would help him out, and how it changed their lives. And that's pretty cool. That's what you want to do when you become in law enforcement, is you want to help people and better their lives. So now that I'm on this side as well, I understand what my dad would do, and it's amazing how much people he helped out.
He carried his badge, but he didn't feel like he was above anybody else. He was willing to help everybody and anybody. He helped people in the community that were, I guess, struggling, and that's where we saw a lot of the impact. A lot of people that attended his funeral were students at Socorro and graduated and had that respect for him.
He did a lot of work, like I said, behind the scenes to ensure that if there was a young man or a young lady in need of that extra attention, he was able to find resources for them.
He set the bar really high for me, my brother, my sister, but it's a legacy that it's gonna live on forever, and every time we pass by through the school, we're gonna remember my dad and even other people that he helped out with. And for his grandkids as well, they're gonna be able to see, and when they're growing up, or even maybe one day work for the school district and work at the school.
He said it best to one person. One person asked, "How do you plan to change the mentality? How do you plan to make a difference?" And his response was, well, one child at a time. And if we're only able to change one child, then that child should hopefully come back and change another. And it will start a chain, and eventually it'll grow, and we'll have a positive environment for everyone.